Hey, Josh here with Intercarp Charters. We're here with Casey Lee with the Carp Cartel boat. These guys are here competing today. Casey, what is your prediction with this wind and how this event's playing out? We got a lot cooler weather than we did earlier this week. What is your prediction? What do you need to do, or what do you got any tips or anything for the guys out here today?
Grinding is going to be your biggest hurdle. Making sure you're staying on the water, making sure you're staying in your spots with the head fish, and then there's somewhere you got to stay on them. Don't just scatter and run. The big thing is just staying committed to what you've already doing, and staying out of the wind as best as you can, and capitalizing on your calmness spots, but also not being afraid to play in the wind a bit, but also putting yourself in a safe position on that.
All right, and one last question. What do you think is going to be the biggest fish taken here this weekend? It's a competition, the biggest fish. Also, there's another prize just for that in each category. What's your prediction?
I think buff's going to be a 30-pound buff, and I think common's going to be we're going to say 41.8. We're going to stick with the 41 average out of that.
Well, thank you much, sir. Stay safe out there. And
thank you. Good luck, guys.
All right. We're here with Dan with Risky Adventures. We're here with the big blue boat. You guys might have seen this thing out on the bay here once in a while. Dan, what is your prediction? Like, what do you think it's going to take to win this tonight, or with this weather? What do you think of all of it?
I'm going to go with, you're going to be right around 27, 28 pound average. There's some big hitters always that show up for AMS, and no matter the weather, they still pull it off. That's my prediction for tonight.
All right, and what do you think is going to be the biggest fish taken here, a buff or a common in the weight?
I'm going to go with a common, and let's say 36 pounds.
All right, Dan thinks it's 36 pounds. Dan, best of luck to you and your team. Thank you very much, and have a good luck out there.
Appreciate it. We're just hoping to just shoot 20 fish. Just 20 fish.
Get them in, right? Just got to get them in.
Yeah.
All right, thank you much. Best of luck. Josh here with our one and the only, known across Facebook, the Wisconsin Wild Man, here in the flesh, here at the Big 20. Maverick, what do you think is going to have to be done tonight to pull off this tournament, or you got any tips for the guys out here? What is your predictions about this tonight?
I would say just don't quit with the weather. You never know what you're going to find at what time, and yeah, stay on the water. It's the only way you can kill fish.
Right?
So the weather kind of screws everybody up this weekend. So.
Yep, I mean, like a lot of people have been saying, they've been seeing a lot of fish all week, but the last couple nights with this weather, it's totally shutting them off. But even with that, we're probably going to see a big common or a big buff today. What is you think is going to be the biggest fish, and how much is it going to weigh?
I would say more likely a common, and anywhere from like 38 to 50. Someone will still scratch one of them donkeys out of somewhere, you know.
Maverick's calling for a very big one. Thank you very much, sir, and you stay safe out there on the water, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Josh here with Matt from AMS Fishing. What an awesome event you guys put on. We're glad to be here and everything like that. 14 years of doing this. Why do you guys keep on doing it? Why do you guys put on this event for all of us boat fishers? We can't thank you enough. Yeah, why do you guys do it?
Thank you. Appreciate that. To see the faces, to see the people come and enjoy this atmosphere of tournament. We try to make it not just a hardcore tournament. We try to make it fun for everybody. We got the food trucks here. We got the vendors, and to see the smiles and to see them come through weigh-ins on Sunday morning, and just everybody getting along.
Right.
The boat fishing community is so great. Everybody is truly, it's one of a kind. Boat fishing is one of a kind, and we just love putting it on. We like to give back to the boat fishing community a little bit here. And we love putting on this tournament every year. And it's to see the people. It really is to see the people and to let them appreciate the tournament style with the fun type of atmosphere.
Right. Love it. Well, only one last question for you. What fish do you think would pull in the biggest fish, and what is your predicament on the weight?
This is going to be a tricky one.
Yeah.
We've had 70 to 80 degree days
all week.
Prior up to the tournament here, we had a 20-degree change in temperature. The barometric pressure was goofy. It's cloudy. It's cold temps. A lot of these fish could move from the shallows and pull out deep.
Yep.
That's going to be a struggle. We had some terrible storms. We had tornadoes come through here a couple days ago. Lots of rain. From what I'm hearing, a lot of dirty water.
Yes.
I think the weights are going to be down. We've had weights in the high 7s and 6s and stuff like that there. I think it's going to be a lower weight this year with the Big 20. My prediction was 421. 421. I think the biggest fish is going to be a buffalo that weighs 42.7 pounds.
Well, there you have it from Matt. He's taking a 42-pound buff this year.
Yep.
And thank you very much again. Thank you for putting the tournament.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Josh here with In the Cart Charters. We got to catch up here with Chris and Chelsea from Easy Fish. These guys, I swear, have the best lights on the market here. We went with their setup because of the low running wattage and everything. And Chris is the mastermind behind here. Just give us a little detail of your lights. Why? I mean, you put a lot of work in this, and you put a lot of effort in this. Why do you work hard at your business? You really appreciate it.
Yeah, so one day I set out to try to design the most efficient light. Now, I'm not a big fan of wasting it because that's the first thing I noticed. Like traditional lights, they kind of waste a lot of the sky and the trees. And I realized over half of the light that people are using is not even being used for what we're trying to use it for. So I was like, hey, I could maybe come up with a special design with the reflector, and I started prototyping, developing, and it wasn't long before I had a boat with some prototypes on it, and it just slowly but surely snowballed into where it is today, and slow optimizations here and there, and then we ended up getting a patent on it and stuff, and it's a pretty significant deal. It allows you to use a low wattage, but you gain usable.
Best lights on the market right there. Efficiency, made in the USA, right here, Wisconsin.
Yeah, boy.
Exactly.
Anyway, yeah. So it's just a venture down the road, and then we started wanting to offer it to the community, and we had to start somewhere. So we were like, okay, we were trying to reach out for manufacturing, and a lot of it was cost prohibitive because we're using top quality components and not cutting corners on anything. And so we had to start, in-house, and that's pretty much where we're at right now. We do outsource some of it because we're, putting out quantities that we can't keep up with ourselves. So we do have heat sinks machined and stuff, and brought in, and reflectors, things like that. But we still do quite a few of the components we produce ourselves, and then we're also assembling. She's this is my wife Chelsea. She helps build. She's actually in charge of the driver packs, and so she's very helpful with that. That kind of frees me up to focus on the lights. She helps with the lights too, but I do the final assembly on the lights.
There you go now.
Nice. Yeah, and you guys are a self-made business, a small business, and you guys are right here from Wisconsin, and you guys are right here locally and help us locally very much.
Wisconsin, we love Wisconsin. All of you Wisconsin people have been a huge support to us, and we appreciate it so much. This is like the bow fishing. This is where it starts. This is what sets the trend. Everybody's been so wonderful. All the friends that we made doing this, and we just thank you guys so much for supporting us. And we love the state, and we love the sport, and we love the community.
Absolutely, yeah. It's the community, the people behind it.
Yeah.
You guys. We love you guys.
Yeah.
And the people involved, they're just the best of the best people you could ever meet. And we're all about supporting that community, helping the community get bigger, and giving it a good name, trying to give it as good of a name as possible by being respectful to the other people that don't know about the sport. Maybe bring them into it and just help it grow.
I didn't see that.
That's mostly what it's about.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Easy Fish. You guys got to go check them out. Outdoor Innovation is their website. The efficiency lights, top notch. They're taking over Wisconsin by storm throughout the tournaments. You can see the results, they're there. So go and check yourself out, eFish. Thank you again, Chelsea and Chris. You guys make a hell of a product.
Thank
And
you.
thank you guys
Nice
so much
to
for
meet
helping
you.
us
Yeah,
out.
it's a pleasure.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
We've been cleared for takeoff.
it's not it. Yeah,
Woo! Yeah! So the heaviest common carp ended up also being the overall heaviest fish. That was $2,160 for the big fish pot. Fuck! The heaviest common carp and the megamouth reel. Forgot about that. Heaviest common carp, 38.2 pounds. Team number 4, Indicarp Charters.
Let's go, buddy.
$2,160. Good job, guys. Excellent fish. We'll have to go in here later on. All right. This year's 14th annual AMS Big 20 champions with a weight of 564.60 pounds, winning $10,000. Indicarp Charters. Yeah! Woo! Yes! Attaboy. Good job. Congratulations. That was a stack of fish you guys got last night. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Heck of a sack. Good job, guys. Good job, guys.
Can't believe.
That's awesome.
Hang on, I wanted to get a quick picture.